Physical media man, physical media man, physical media man. What'd you buy? Was it something good?
What's up, guys? Physical Media Man back here again for another Physical Media Man Monday video. I have a special video for you guys this Monday. Thanks to Ken at Mid-Level Media. He is doing a Western month, and he's inviting the collecting and physical media movie community to join him with this Western month. So I'm doing a video on my top 5 favorite Western films and top 5 films that I want to watch during this month. Just thought this was a really neat idea by him, and really cool of him to include the community in it. And it's kind of similar to wanting to watch scary movies in October, so just gives me a reason to watch some Western films that I haven't seen yet. It's a genre similar to the scary movie genre, where I haven't watched a lot of films from it, so I'm really looking forward to this. And I've seen some, obviously, that I'll show off and stuff, and I've really enjoyed most of the Westerns that I've ever watched, so I'm looking forward to watching some of these that I put off. So if you want to partake, I'll leave the link down below to his original video, kind of explaining what's going on. He has a YouTube and an Instagram. He'll be sharing people's things via both. So if you're wanting to let him know about a YouTube video, you can message him on Instagram about that video. And if you're wanting to share just a post or something on Instagram, you can leave the hashtag MLM Western Month, and I'll leave that here hopefully, or at least down below, as well as tag him, Mid-Level Media. So that's Ken's page and channel. So before I get started, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, leave feedback, do all that good stuff down below. I'll leave the links to my Instagram page, my Physical Media Man Store Instagram page, my Facebook page for the Physical Media Man / Physical Media Man Store, my Facebook page for non-media related items, the Hodgepodge Garage, my email, my eBay, my Twitter, and my Letterboxd account. So I'm going to start off, and I'm going to show, before I get into my top 5 of both, I'm going to show a stack of other things that I haven't watched in the genre that I want to watch at some point or another, or there might be a couple that I have seen. So first off, I'm going to show something I have seen, and that's the Hatfield and McCoy's miniseries with Kevin Costner and Bill Paxton. Really enjoyed this. If you haven't seen this, I definitely recommend checking it out. We had a lot of fun with it. I'm really happy to have it in the collection. Also, Yellowstone might be kind of considered in the genre as well. It's on Paramount. We just finished the newest season, which wasn't as good as the previous few, but we've really enjoyed watching that show. Next up, also a miniseries which I haven't seen, which is supposed to be really good. We got Lonesome Dove, and this has Robert Duvall, Tommy Lee Jones, and Angelica Houston in it. So I might have to watch this too. I don't know how. Yeah, it's 6 hours, but it's a miniseries, so we might have to check that out. Okay, and now we got some movies that I haven't yet watched. News of the World with Tom Hanks. This one I might have seen it. If I have, I don't really remember it, but it's supposed to be pretty good. We got Tommy Lee Jones and Cate Blanchett in The Missing. We got the original True Grit. I've picked up quite a few John Wayne titles. I just haven't got around to watching hardly any of his stuff. I have seen the remake, which I enjoy quite a bit, but have not yet watched the original. We got a triple feature of Randolph Scott films. This is another thing I might try to get in, at least one of these during the month. We got the Sabata, if I'm saying that correctly, trilogy with Lee Van Cleef and Yul Brynner. If I'm saying, I think that's right. He's at least in, yeah, Yul Brynner. He's in the second one, it looks like. and then Lee Van Cleef is back for the third. So I haven't watched any of those. And then we got a Sam Elliott Western collection on DVD. And then here's my DVD copy of The Missing. Picked this up for Kevin Costner. We got Silverado. Haven't checked that one out yet either. And we got Bone Tomahawk. Some more John Wayne and the Sons of Katie Elder. We got the Long Riders. 20 feature films of the Roy Rogers Happy Trails collection. And then we got a Kino with pick this up because Burt Reynolds is in it. He's in it. He's not in it. And Sam Whiskey. So yeah, those are some that I haven't seen. I know that there are a few others that I don't know where they're at, but I have some more westerns in my collection I just haven't got around to watching, but these were the ones I was able to find. That might be. Show that too. Okay. Next up, I'm going to show, I think I ended up with more than 5, but I think I got 6. Maybe even a little more. These are the ones I really want to watch during this month and this, not really challenge, but this event that's going on. So I think we're going to watch this tonight. This will be a couple days after this, or before this video posts, but this one's supposed to be really good. We got Once Upon a Time in the West. I just haven't got around to it because it is a little longer at 165 minutes. But it's supposed to be one of the greatest westerns, and I just haven't watched it, so looking forward to checking that one out. And that's a Sergio Leone film as well, as he's the one that did The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So next up is one from the Paramount Presents line, so that's the reason I really want to watch it. We got Kirk Douglas and Anthony Quinn in The Last Train from Gun Hill. Next up we got a Kino. So yeah, I'm wanting to watch some stuff that I should see, especially since it has some value and I can get rid of it if I don't like it, which I assume I'll like these. But we got Jimmy Stewart and as well as Rock Hudson, Arthur Kennedy, and Julia Adams in Bend of the River. So this is a Kino I haven't checked out, and I think this got a very good IMDb rating. So there's that one. And then we got another Jimmy Stewart one, and this is from Arrow. This is the Arrow Academy one. Also so that one was directed by Anthony Mann. This one is as well. And The Far Country. And then next up is Howard Hawks' production of Rio Bravo with John Wayne, Dean Martin, and Ricky Nelson. And the main reason I want to watch this is because I went to the filming location for this, the old Tucson Studios. And I have a book here from when we went. And they originally made this like town for the movie Arizona, which I want to watch as well. And then they ended up filming over 100 movies at this studios. So there's some very famous films that have been filmed there, and they specifically talked about Rio Bravo when we were there. So made me want to watch that one, and it's supposed to be pretty good. Next up is one that I've just heard is supposed to be really good, and I don't know too much about it. We got Shane. And then lastly, I'm a big Kevin Costner fan. And I've heard this one's good as well, and he directs it too. So him, Robert Duvall, and Annette Bening are in this. We got Open Range, so I might try to watch this one in the next few days as well. Okay, so next up I'm going to show my top 5, which ended up being a few more as well. First up, I got some honorable mentions. We got Young Guns, which I also have my DVD that I'll be holding on to because it's pretty neat with the bullet holes and the fold out. And then we got The Magnificent Seven, the remake, as well as the original. I really enjoyed both of those. The Hateful Eight, I don't know if some people might not consider it a Western. Maybe, I don't know. But it does have it listed on IMDb as one of the genres. So big fan of that one. And then one we've kind of recently watched, probably the most recent Western we've watched, is Quigley Down Under with Tom Selleck, and we had a lot of fun with that one, so I want to show it off. And then here's my Magnificent Seven Blu-ray collection. And then I also have some more borderline ones that I want to show off. These are more from my childhood, and I don't know if it would be a stretch calling these Westerns or not, but like on Hateful Eight, these also had them listed in their genre, so that's what I'm going with. We got Mary-Kate and Ashley and How the West Was Fun. This is one of my favorite Mary-Kate and Ashley films, but I haven't seen it in years, but I really remember enjoying it quite a bit. And then this one, I always enjoyed, and it's been a while since I've watched this one too, but I always had fun with it, and I'm sure it holds up just fine. We got Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Tom and Huck. And then lastly, for honorable mentions, we got Davey Crockett. I watched the first one so much growing up. Loved this movie. It's just so much fun. And I've talked about it before. And I would say it's a Western, I guess. It has that spirit as some of the other Westerns, and does a good job of showing the feel of that time period. Alright, so now we got, I think I ended up with 6 somehow. Or no, I got 5 here, I think. Alright, so first up, we got Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. I've rewatched this in the last few years, and it's just such a fun film. Great performances by Paul Newman and Robert Redford, and just such a great Western, great movie in general. Great music. I did want to show off. I got some records here to show too. So here is the record for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Next up is another one of the more recent Westerns that we've watched. I'd seen this multiple times. Probably around high school was the first time I watched it. And just love this movie. It holds up great. Great performances by the cast. Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, Sam Elliott. Who else is in it? Powers Booth. He's a good bad guy. But yeah, and this has a really cool, we got Tombstone. So I recently picked up the Blu-ray as well, just because I love this movie so much. And the DVD version is really, it's a sweet release. It's a couple discs, I think, and has like a map or something neat along with it, if I remember right. Yeah. You got the discs, and then there's the little map. And in the last year or so, I'll try to leave the link down below to that as well. We went to Tombstone, Arizona, and saw where all this took place. So this is a neat film because it's real people, and it's just a crazy story and everything, and the performances are great. So that's definitely one of my favorite Westerns. I have not watched Wyatt Earp, but when we were in Tombstone, I did get this this book on the film, so I'll have to watch that one. I think I have the DVD copy of it somewhere. Just haven't got around to it. And Kevin Costner plays Wyatt Earp in that one versus Kurt Russell plays him in Tombstone, and Val Kilmer's Doc Holliday. But just a great movie with some great lines and great scenes and everything. And we got 3 movies coming up here, and they are all kind of similar to a degree. First up, I'm a big Clint Eastwood fan. I have probably all his films. I might be missing a couple, but if I do, I don't know what they are. And I've watched most of his stuff. If I haven't, I would be surprised. So I have all of his Westerns. I just these next couple are going to be him, and this one I was really pleasantly surprised by, and it ended up being probably one of my favorite westerns, and it made the list. So it is one of my favorite westerns. We got Two Mules for Sister Sarah with Clint and Shirley Maclaine. This is the recent Kino release, which I haven't checked out yet, but I really enjoyed this one. It's a little different story than some of the others, and just a lot of fun, just like all the other ones, but I thought this one was just a little bit better, but you really can't go wrong with the Clint Eastwood Western. Next up is a Best Picture winner directed by Clint, as well as starring him and Morgan Freeman, as well as Gene Hackman and Richard Harris. We got Unforgiven. I've only seen this once, but it's really good. Another one that's really well done. And the thing with Clint is a lot of his films, they don't have, a lot of them have similar actors, or not similar, they have the same actors in multiple movies and that type of thing, and not a lot of star power usually in a lot of his films. I mean, there are some that have it. This one would be one, for instance, that definitely has the star power, so I think that kind of helped improve it, but the story and just a really good film. If you haven't seen this one, definitely check it out. And lastly, which I think is my favorite Western of all time, and I really need to upgrade because I just got this DVD set, which is really nice, but I need to get the Kino 4K or at least the Blu-ray, but just such a good film. This is the 2-disc edition, and I also have, I want to show this off. This is a record with music from A Fistful of Dollars for a Few Dollars More and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So those are all really good films and all worth watching. The music's all great in all of them. And then here I got the original motion picture soundtrack for The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. So yeah, that's one of the, there's not a lot of dialogue in The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, but it's just such a good film. Definitely recommend that one if you haven't seen it. And yeah, the music plays a big role in that film, and it's just so good. So those are my top 5. If you haven't, or I guess ended up being 6, I think. If you haven't seen those, definitely check them out. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to have a lot of fun checking out some new Westerns, and my top 5 or 6 might change. So thanks again to Ken for kind of coming up with this idea and having the community be involved with it. I thought it was just a really, when I watched the video, I was like, well, that's awesome. An awesome idea, as well as also awesome that he's including everyone and anyone can take part in it, which is really cool of him. So yeah, I'll leave the link down below again to that video, as well as his Instagram page and his YouTube page, as well as the hashtag that you can use on Instagram, and he'll share the stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching these Westerns. Also, another channel, I almost forgot about this. I wanted to mention Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays. His channel, I'll leave the link down below to it as well, because he talks about Westerns quite a bit. He does different videos and spotlights things, and he has a really good knowledge of film and different genres and things. So I think, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's Dague Films, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'll leave the link down below to that, and definitely check out his channel. So yeah, thanks again, Ken. Make sure you subscribe to my channel too, everybody. So this is Physical Media Man signing off. Physical Media will never die. Physical Media Man. Physical Media Man. Physical Media Man.